Hello, people of the world that watch internet videos that have to do with cars. Welcome to this, my 1990 Honda CRX SI restoration series. Where I left off in the previous video, I was in the process of gutting the shell. Because if you missed out in the previous video, I have to strip the car down to bare metal so that way I can respray it again the factory color Flint Black Metallic, which it's been resprayed once before in the past. Ta-da! Stick that right back on there so I don't lose it. Man, even the door stinks. I'm gonna pull the seatbelt out just for now. Weird. That's hard to see on camera, but the entire door panel on the inside's got this like crystallized, it's almost like a clear coat failure. It's most evident right here. See, it's almost like crazing, like clear coat failure. It doesn't make sense that it's inside the door though, because they clearly didn't take the panels off when they repainted this car. It was just a tape and spray. Because I don't want my new paint job to look as terrible as the one that's currently on it, all of this needs to get removed. What the f? That just snapped off inside the bit. Piece of shiitake. Don't buy cheap tools, people. Saturate these clips, that way they don't snap. And then the belt comes through. Why they engineered it like this? Don't know. I'm guessing it was a regulation that made them. These bins over here are the ones for interior parts. And I cannot emphasize doing this step enough. This makes restoration so much easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is raw steel and you can see it's rusty, but it has a plastic clip, so I can't just zinc it as is. I'm gonna soak the hell out of that plastic clip in my interior cleaner. Carefully. Hell yeah. Still good. In case you were wondering, yes, this car is gonna get a new stereo system. This car had Pioneer TS-A139. If you work for Pioneer, you're curious of how these speakers will hold up over the years. This is probably the worst case environment scenario possible, and that's what it looks like. There is no signs of any bodywork on this door. It is dent-free from the back side. That is great. As I started to tear apart the driver's side door just like I did the passenger side, I started to notice some inconsistencies that I have never really paid attention to before since I bought this thing. Ta-da! As you can clearly see, this door card's fucked up like a soup sandwich. The piece that goes around the top of the seatbelt was missing when I bought the car. I found one, but it required me buying a set of both seatbelts. I've already spent more money on plastic trim parts for this thing than I did the entire car. Also, as you can see, the vinyl is messed up from people shutting the seatbelt into the door. I have to try to repair that because you can't find a set of these door cards that's not messed up like this. You gotta be shitting me. It had one. It was just stuffed down inside here. Oh, no, no, no. What happened to this? Oh, that's bad. More often than not with these cars, you'll find that they failed not because the machinery broke, but because humans interacted with it that shouldn't have been. I don't see any signs of bodywork, but man, does this one have an excess of foam and adhesives everywhere. This door doesn't have foam all over the place like that one did. What? Why is there butyl all over the hardware? Oh, there's black paint all up inside here. So they did, whoa. Okay, it's just the body shop that painted the car sucks. The saying you get what you pay for is true, and that will also encompass a body shop that uses household caulking for a kitchen to install a moisture barrier inside a door panel. Well, this is loose. I'm very confused as to what happened over here. Why? There we go. I don't know what it is, but that left door has a very strong mold mildew smell coming from it. I think it may be from the foam. I can't tell, but it was making me nauseous. Now to dive back in here, I gotta get Master Blaster out of here. Face the wheel. Oh, there's lots more bracketry that is associated. Should be everything that holds that booster in. Yeah, the booster is free other than the pedal. Easy peasy. This has been off before. I think the hole is big enough. Ouch, my head! GapX. Wonder if that's original. I feel like there could be a Honda drag racing joke made out of that. That there Corvette took me to GapX. No. It's the following day, and despite me gutting most of the interior, I still have not been able to remove everything from the firewall, which has to be done to be able to paint the engine bay properly. Even leaving behind just little subtle things like these pipes defeats the entire purpose of stripping any of this to repaint it. Taking this apart is a little nerve-wracking because I don't want to damage anything. I want this all to go back together like it was new from Honda. Inside each one of these little white cups, there are prongs that pry on the threaded teeth. There you go. So I gotta be really careful with it because it's very delicate. Oh yeah, this is really brittle. This is all kind of a delicate trade-off between not destroying things, but still removing things enough that way I can properly restore it. And having this rubber right here on the firewall will make a tape line, and then it'll cause paint failure later in the future. But removing this hard line fully from the firewall and shoving it back through would cause me to damage the line. Maybe I can push it through this way. There we go. There's one rubber grommet out. There's one line. There. Sweet, that came out nicely. Oh, phew. I forgot I removed the handle to open the hatch. I have new struts. I should just, well, I don't know, kind of pointless to put them on now. What in the beaker is this thing? That's cute. There goes the old chalk. This is an OE Honda one too. That's wild. I wonder if this was ever replaced or if it literally has 200,000 miles on it. Don't need this anymore, but I'm gonna hold on to it. Oh shit.
As I mentioned in the past, this car spent its entire life living in the desert Southwest, so thankfully there is absolutely zero corrosion to worry about, and the paint process is merely for cosmetics.
Let's switch gears and go into restoration mode. I haven't tried this thing out yet. If I open this in here, I won't make a dusty mess. Haha! Oh shit! So you can see there's nothing venting out of the top of the vacuum stack. That in there. I might need to replace this hose.
Considering I bought this blast cabinet used for about 1/10 of the price brand new and only had to put an $89 vacuum motor and a $5 hose in it, I'd say that's a deal.
This works good. Still seems pretty clean in here. It doesn't stink in here and the air feels nice and clean still, so that's good. Massive improvement over my other blast cabinet. That actually gets the job done. You can see there's little speckles of rust, but I'll treat that with OSPO.
With the side quest successfully accomplished, I now know that I have the ability to blast parts as I remove them.
That rubber weather stripping is shot. That's sad. Oh, there's only one little broken tab. That was already broken. I can plastic weld that though. So the rear hatch glass has been replaced on this car before, and they didn't use an OEM gasket. It's just adhesive. All of these areas, all down inside, to include the sheet metal on the backside right here, all needs to be painted body color. When you get an aftermarket paint job, typically they'll just run a line of tape right here and then not spray this. And then you have a point where the paint can fail in the future because there's a harsh line. Sad. I don't know what to do about that thing. Looks like it'll just fall apart if I touch it. It survived! To cut cut down on the amount of bodywork that this car needs when I strip it for paint. Yesterday off camera, I had a paintless dent repair technician stop by and I marked off everywhere on the vehicle I could find little door dings or dents big enough that I didn't want to have to skim over with filler. And now looking down the side of the car, even though the paint is absolutely destroyed on this thing, you can see it is super straight. There's little waviness in the paint itself, but there's no longer any door dings on the side of the car, which will make my body working process so much easier. It only took the PDR technician an hour to do the whole car, and it's been properly metal worked now rather than me spending probably 2 or 3 days with filler and skimming and sanding over all the little dings that this thing had. And it only cost me 250 bucks. What did somebody do? That is not factory. These taillights are in perfect shape. There we go. Oh geez. There's not much left to strip now. Oh, these are all plastic. These are so easy to strip, it's not even funny. I just gotta lightly apply pressure so it doesn't spin. Oh, that's not gonna be fun. None of these are gonna come out. Hey, good. I gotta try to stop this from spinning on the backside while I loosen it. Just like that. Hey. There we go. So the side skirt lower hardware is more plastic screw type that you have in the door jamb, but someone had shoved a 7mm metal bolt inside there. That's why they were all crusty. At least the rockers are completely rust free. That's sweet. Now here's where things get super delicate. I cannot break these guys. They're part of the lower door trim. I'm sorry I don't have a camera on me right now. It's kind of hard. I don't have a camera crew. Soak all of these. Oh, that one's missing. These have been off before because that one's just gone. So when this car was repainted, they took this door panel off and they removed the lower trim and then they didn't mask it or put the door panel. It sounds like a body shop. That's typical body shop shit. All right.
Again, you get what you pay for. And also, if anyone that owns a body shop is watching this right now,
ouch. Oh, this fucking stupid thing. Oh, there. I got it and I didn't break it. That's amazing. I didn't break a single one. I have 2 that are missing. They're just not there at all. I'm guessing from when this car was painted. But that's the downside of wanting stuff cheap and fast. You want a body shop to paint your car for cheap or fast? You're not gonna get that kind of quality. Impossible. I left my light up here. Nope, I'm not an octopus. None of what I'm doing is super difficult. It doesn't take a lot of skill. It just takes care. And you just have to be careful. You have to care and be careful. I apologize for the waves of the LED light. I can't make science not do science things. One side at a time. Do the bottom, do the top. Can only go so far with it. I'll do the top, just like that. Easy. I was just careful. Now the side skirts, as well as these rub strips, are supposed to be trim black from the factory. My car in high school, I had it repainted and I had these painted body color also, so that everything was gloss black. I have a slightly different style and taste now. I prefer a little bit closer to OEM, but this is a tribute. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do in that situation. This one's not gonna be as graceful. There's no way in hell I can get to those. I'm trying to find a picture of the backside. Because I have a 90, mine don't slide off. The 89s, they slid. You can't do it from the rear, you gotta do it from the front because of crash bar. I don't want to dent my door up doing this. Got it. Ah, I see how they're designed to go in and out. There's a lot of misconception online about these things. You can see how Honda designed them. They're meant to rotate and come out, and the upper lip is the hard edge that holds it in. That's the durable side. It's meant to just come out of this lower lip because it's a lot easier and thinner. Either way, they're all out and they're not broken. Had I just done this on a car with good paint, I would have absolutely destroyed the paint job. Yeah, these ones should slide, but it's probably covered in gunk, so ouch, that's really sharp on your ass. Pretty sure this one just slides. It's the blue kind. Get some lube in there. Ouch. Well, the paint's just peeling on the back side of that. There we go. Perfect. There. See how that paint's peeling right there? That's from the body shop not taking off the trim to paint correctly behind there. So now it's all failing right here. And as you pressure wash your car or dirt gets down inside there as it ages, that paint is gonna fail up from behind, and then you're gonna have peeling paint all over the place when you just paid a bunch of money to have your car painted. The best solution is to go wash and wax your car and take very good care of its paint, because doing paint jobs correctly is very expensive. So if you're on the driver's side, you can see this one is completely just broken. Every one of them is broken and held together with glue. Oh my God, the wrap piece so strong made my eyes burn. Oh man, this side soup sandwich. This whole thing is just all broken. Wonder if this is held together with Cheese Whiz. Wow, that came out easy. Haha. Oh, gross. There's a big pile of mouse shit. Oh, that's gross. That's so gross. It's pretty disgusting looking back there, but thankfully this car is rust-free and now, for the most part, dent-free. Doesn't really have anything on it. Now, other than the door handles, the mirrors, and the glass, I'm not pulling any of that until I strip most of the body down to bare metal. That way it helps protect the interior from getting a bunch of dust in there. It'll be really easy to tape off small holes like this. And then once I get to the very edges, I'll pull the glass and mask everything. I was really happy to see both front and rear, the crash structures, that this car has never been in any collision whatsoever. You can see there's never been any bodywork either when inspecting the insides of the panels. So when this car was repainted, it was probably just repainted solely for the fact that it had paint fade, considering it came from the desert Southwest. However, with the amount of broken clips on that door and none on this door, and the fact that the plastic liner is missing over here, it looks like the body shop kind of bit off more than they could chew and half-assed some stuff when it came to masking. This was a ton of work, but I can't emphasize enough the importance of going this extra mile when doing paint and body work on a vehicle. And lastly, for all of you that are still listening to the words coming out of my mouth hole, thank you. And if you would like to go above and beyond to help make videos like this possible, Patreon and my website are the best ways possible. You can take home furry little idiots available on my website, as well as my RoboBubble detailing products. And yeah, I couldn't do this stuff without your guys' support, all of you. So thank you so much. And I will see you soon with another video. Bye.